Hey everybody, welcome to Eco Shorts with Kay and Jay. I'm Karina Suarez. I work as a water conservation coordinator for Broward County Natural Resources.
My name is Jordan Holliday, and I also work as a water conservation coordinator with Broward County Natural Resources. And today we're going to learn a little bit about compost. Hey Kay!
Hey!
Did you know that 30 to 40% of the U.S. food supply actually goes to waste?
Wow.
Yeah, so today we're going to see just how either you at home or even at your school's facilities can turn that food waste into compost, which is a great natural fertilizer.
Yeah, it's 3 months ago this was food. That's crazy. Every time I do this, I can't even believe it. I'm Xavier DeRoos. I'm the founder and CEO of Renuable. Renuable is a local sustainability brand. We have a couple of programs and services that help people achieve a more sustainable lifestyle with hopefully little interruption to their normal day-to-day life. We started composting at the beginning of last year for 5 of the Miami-Dade schools, as well as landscaping in the food forests for 7 of the food forests here in Broward County. We take the food from the cafeteria. The staff in the back will collect it in our sealed 5-gallon buckets, transfer it to a sealed 55-gallon container so there's no smells, no bugs, no issues. We collect that and swap it with a clean one every week. We take that to one of our sites and process it into compost, and then we donate that compost back to the school gardens to be used for their food forests or other agricultural projects. Cafeteria staff seems to think that it's easier and more beneficial than what they were doing to throw it in the trash before. The gardens look great, and the diversion statistics are showing that we're making some real impact. So I believe we were able to collect over 1,500 pounds of food from a school last year, and this year we're hoping to increase those numbers. So food starts as its raw material, and it comes here. We mix it with local tree trimmings and other carbon-based materials. And then we basically create an environment that is beneficial for microbes to help break that material down. So we add oxygen, water, and the right ratio of food material, and it goes through a process that we call a thermophilic process that ensures that it's safe to be used on the garden, and that it's organically stable to be used as a soil amendment or a fertilizer alternative that's beneficial to the earth. So this is one of our compost windrows, and this is our thermometer. This is a 4-foot thermometer, so it's able to tell the temperature deep inside the middle of the pile. This pile is currently 138 degrees, which is great because our requirement is 131 degrees for 3 days in order to kill foodborne pathogens like E. coli and Salmonella. The heat is produced by organisms. The heat is not produced because we're in Florida. People compost in Alaska, they get the same temperatures. It's because we have billions and billions and billions of organisms in here. In our finished compost, one handful of compost might have 8 billion organisms, or we could say more than there are people on Earth. Your home, you would only want to compost vegetative materials, anything that was not dairy or meat. You can do paper towels, you can do paper products if they're shredded and not coated, eggshells, cardboard, things like that. We like to use the term, if it grows, it goes. So if it was once alive, you're most likely able to put that back in, including maybe houseplants that weren't strong enough for your level of care. We've seen a lot of the educational aspects really come full circle, right? When you have the ability for a school to compost, you're able to teach your kids about what your options are with waste management and how to use or utilize a resource before it becomes waste. So showing them that not everything gets just thrown away, but that there are other opportunities for that material. And then being able to bring them out to the farms or have classes where we can bring finished compost to them and show them that their work is going to produce something that's beneficial to the planet, beneficial to the community, and beneficial to their school. I think that the important takeaway is that composting is for everybody. Anybody can start composting. Anywhere that there is food should have the opportunity to compost that food, and that it's the most impactful way that we found for an individual or an organization to actually take a chunk out of their carbon footprint, become more sustainable and interact with the process of our food systems.
Well, that was some great information. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit about composting and reducing food waste, and can look for some opportunities to do that in your own schools.
Awesome. Check us out next time on Eco Shorts.